Hello, hello. Today we are talking about how to improve your self-worth. Stay tuned. Welcome to the podcast, Empowered by Design. I am your host, Dr. Liz, a hopeful romantic, mom of two beautiful souls, and partner to the love of my life. As an empowerment psychologist, I love helping people heal, grow, and shine. I am a love and relationship specialist and owner of Visionistas by Design Wellness Boutique, where we lead with love and empower you to fly. This podcast highlights the power of connection with inspiring conversations and calls for social justice advocacy to use our power for good, aligning our energy, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit to manifest our dreams in life, love, and biz with intentional vision. Share the love, spread the power, dream, design, deliver. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Empowered by Design podcast. I am Dr. Liz. I am your host. I am excited to be back with you this week to talk about self-worth. We will get into that, I promise. Another episode that really is focusing on healthy relationships. We've talked about how to be your own best friend. We've talked about having tough but courageous conversations. Communication is a huge part of relationships. And today's episode, we are focusing on self-worth and how to improve your self-worth. We are absolutely going to talk all about that. And before that, I want to just do a little snacks and apps, check in with you, see how your fall is going. We are a little bit more than halfway through October, and it's chilly and it's spooky, the spooky season, yet also fun fall things are happening. This is a fun time of year to get outside, and I'm loving the decorations and loving the chilly mornings and chilly evenings and cozying up with my loves wherever I go. So very recently, I just returned from a little getaway with my best friends of all time, my best friends of all time. We were talking about it. Usually, sometimes we'll say my best friends from high school, and yet they truly are my best friends from elementary school. So the five of us went to the same elementary school. You have met them on the podcast about a year ago. I will look for the exact number of that episode and link it in the show notes. We were on together after we had attended our 25th high school reunion, and we were talking about what that was like, and we had a time capsule. That was the episode last year where I talked really about the magic and power and love of friendship. And so as you listen to this episode, so I do have some very specific tips and discussion points on improving self-worth, but just as we do every time, pay attention on all levels, on everything that we talk about here, because when you listen, when you absorb the energy of all the things that I talk about, know that there are lessons explicitly stated. So write out, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, here are some tips. And in the other things that you hear me talk about as well, because truly, my passion and purpose and mission in life is to be joyful, to have love, and I live that with myself and with my relationships with friends and family. And so first tip, whether it's not even in my list, but is to nurture your friendships. We're talking about self-worth, and self-worth comes from truly yourself. Obviously, that's in the title, in the term. And when you have loving, respectful, reciprocal relationships, friends and family that you can trust with your life, with your secrets, with your, oh, I just need to talk about this and get it out, I need to process it kind of talks, your self-worth increases, right? So it's about self. It's about yourself, of course. And in that, as we talk about here at Visionistas by Design, it is about your health and wellness in relationships personally with yourself and with others. So my friends and I have made it a point year after year to get together. And of course, some we're busy. One of the things I loved so much, love every time that we get together, is the things that I get to learn that my friends are doing that is just fascinating. We all love our jobs. We love career. We love family. We struggle to balance it all sometimes, and other times we are doing well at balancing, and we share tips and strategies about everything, crock-pot recipes and date nights and love and relationships and intimacy and how to make it better and how to make it fun and how to connect with all the people in our lives. And if you have friends like that, don't you just feel so truly blessed? I know that I do. And make the time to see them. Make the time to see them via Zoom. So we did a getaway. We actually flew away to a destination. This was our first time that we ever took a plane to do our getaways. We typically drive. We don't live super, super close, so we know we always have to make the effort to plan it. And this time we decided, you know what, we're flying somewhere. So we picked a date, and then different people arranged different things. I did not do any planning other than these are the dates I can go. And I didn't even look at, so we had an Airbnb. One of my friends graciously found this Airbnb, was connected through one of her friends, and I love surprises, so I did not even click the link on the when she sent it to us, and I was on the text chain and I was hearing the raves about this beautiful place that we stayed. Gorgeous beyond belief. But I also am like, you know what? I'm going to be surprised when I get there. They couldn't believe it when I told them in the airport that I had not looked at the link. They were like, what? Are you kidding me? So I was very, very, very surprised about the house, and truly it was so pretty we didn't even need to leave the house. And that's the beautiful thing about friendship, when you just love people so much that we just chatted and talked and connected and ate and drank and danced and sang and swam and did all the fun things and sat in the sun, stood in the sun. We rode bicycles around this cute little town where we were staying, Rosemary Beach. I've never been there before. That's in Florida. We just had a fabulous, fabulous time. And whether it's flying somewhere or driving somewhere or Zooming from your living room, bedroom, office, wherever you are, make time for your friendships and the relationships that matter, that are important, that are beautiful and lovely and supportive. So that is what I'm coming back from. And so I missed a little thing at home, a little thing called Hoko. So my son went to his very first homecoming dance, and when I said the dates for the trip that I could go, I did not check the dates of the homecoming dance. So I got to see the homecoming football game the night before, but left super, super early the next morning, and did have to FaceTime in, receive videos and photos of getting ready and dressing up and all the fun things, which as a mom, that's tough. And that's the reality too, right? So we have to balance, we have to make time for all the different things in our lives. And that is it. That is what's happening. Snacks and apps. So moving into our episode about self-worth, we are going to talk about strategies, tips, action steps that you can take today to improve your self-worth. Before we get to that little transition from snacks and apps, let's take that breath. Let's do the energy inventory, checking in with yourself, your body, what's going on for you physically, your mind. What are some thoughts and ideas that you have with you swirling around, whether it's about this topic, self-worth, or what am I going to make for dinner tonight? Or what am I going to wear tomorrow? Or I forgot to write that note for my kid going to school. Whatever it is, check in with your thoughts. I invite you to let the ones that really don't need to be thought about right in this moment, let them go. Notice that they're there and then let them go. Check in with your heart, your emotions. What are you carrying with you today? Your soul, your spirit. What's your energy like? What are you bringing with you in your beliefs and your energy that connects you to yourself? When we talk about self-worth, again, this is about the self, and one of the reasons that it's important to consider your level of self-worth is to help your relationships with yourself and with others. We are relationship specialists here at Visionistas, and we do a lot of work with people individually in relationships, in couples, in marriages, in dating relationships, in group therapy, and in different services beyond the therapy space. So workshops and programs and circles. And self-worth is so important to recognize, consider, to think about, to contemplate, and to check in with yourself. Where are you on your self-worth? Things that factor into your self-worth are your confidence level, your belief in yourself, your trust in yourself, your respect for yourself, where you put yourself on your priority list. If you're here, it's very likely that you are a helper, a giver, a lover, and you love helping other people and taking care of other people, whether that's in your job, in your family, in your friend group, or all of it, all of the above. And it can be really important to make sure that you are also giving love, care, nurture to yourself, to make sure that you are strong and in a place to truly embrace the experiences of love, connection with authenticity and joy. So the first step we are going to take in our episode today is to celebrate. Number one, when you are working intentionally to improve self-worth, the first thing that we're going to do today is to call into mind something that you can celebrate, some type of accomplishment, some kind of success, whether it is recent past or beyond recent past. Call into your mind something that you can celebrate. Give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes when we struggle with feeling a sense of worth, feeling a sense of value, feeling confident, and a level of self-esteem and trust, it can be that we are harsh, critical on ourselves, striving for the next best thing, always checking something off the list just to find something is right underneath that item that you crossed off. Pausing, reflecting, and celebrating on something that you have accomplished, you have achieved, is number one. Number two, express gratitude. Oh! I will tell you that some of the times when I am feeling discouraged, and I have to get there because I don't start recognizing that I'm discouraged. What I will, and I invite you to check in with yourself on this. I know that I have spent a lot of time getting to know myself so that I can really understand what's underneath some of the things that come up when I think I'm bored or I believe that I'm just frustrated in general or just not having a good day or a good week or a good moment, right? It could be a fleeting little moment. Is that underneath the boredom, underneath the we're doing this again, can be more of a discouraged type of feeling. For myself, I'm a striver. I love doing things. I love excitement and thrill. And this is a common type of dynamic for people who love to achieve, who are high achievers, who love to do all the things and sometimes do too many things and can feel burnt out or low energy or tired, right? So if you're feeling tired, that's another one for me as well, is that underneath those things can be, when you allow yourself to pause and reflect on it, can be other things that go more deeply down, like discouragement, like sadness, sometimes depression, sometimes just grief and loss and trigger of the time of year that brings up a memory. And so I invite you to reflect. So we celebrated. And when you feel perhaps stuck in discouragement or some of these other emotions that can feel not so great, one of the things that can help beyond belief is expressing gratitude. Whether that's making a list, sometimes I will just start making a list of all the things I'm grateful for. I invite you to try it, see what happens. It doesn't have to be a list. It can be a brain dump of sorts where you're just looking around, thinking, reflecting. Writing it down can be really, really, really helpful. Getting it out in some way, in some kind of outlet, whether that's writing it, speaking it, saying a prayer, doing a meditation, potentially creating some kind of art, writing a letter, sending a text, because you may, when you think about gratitude, most of the time, at least somewhere on your list, you are going to be grateful for a relationship. You are going to be grateful for a person in your life who is just amazing, who is so helpful, so supportive, so loving, and let them know. Express your gratitude. Don't keep it Don't keep it hiding. Share it, express it, get it out. Say thank you to someone. Even if it's for something small, like, thank you so much for having that conversation with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for making me dinner. Thank you so much for whatever it is. Express gratitude. The next step is to recognize what comes up next for you. When you're thinking about self-worth, we're talking about celebrating accomplishments, celebrating success, expressing gratitude. Again, if you are here, you probably enjoy success and achieving things. And sometimes to help you with your self-worth, to help improve your self-worth, it can be helpful to recognize, what is it that I'm hoping, desiring, striving to manifest? I invite you to call that into mind. A goal, an objective you are hoping to accomplish in your life right now. And create a plan to achieve it. Create a plan to achieve that goal using our SMARTS goals. So make your action step, what you're planning to do to accomplish this goal, make it specific. Make it measurable. Make it action-oriented, achievable. That's the A. There's a couple different options for the A. Realistic. Time-oriented. And self-directed. Using this formula can be so helpful in already at the start when you are making this plan to increase the likelihood that you will accomplish this goal. In your pursuit of improving, increasing your self-worth, this goal is very personal for you. It can be related to your personal life, maybe your wellness, maybe your activity level, maybe your sleep schedule, maybe your nutrition and what you're putting into your body. Body, mind, maybe it's a class you want to take, something you want to learn, some thought idea that you want to put out into the universe. Your heart, maybe you want to feel better, maybe you want to feel more joy, feel happier, feel less stressed, feel less depressed, feel less sad. Your soul. This is a true soul exercise when we are thinking and pursuing improvements in self-worth. We must know who we are, who we want to be authentically in order to be able to improve it. And your spirit, your energy, what are you carrying with you? What's with you in your emotional realm, in your physical realm today, in your life, in your love, in your biz? So think about how you would like to work to improve your self-worth. We already started by saying you can do it. You know you can because you celebrated a success. You celebrated an accomplishment. I know you have at least one. You expressed gratitude. And now you have a plan. On a piece of paper, on a document, in your phone, use the acronym SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, action-oriented, realistic, timely, time-oriented. Give yourself a time. Right? If you're just saying, oh, I'm going to do this thing. No, give yourself a time of when you're going to do this thing. Moderately challenging goals are most likely to be helpful in achieving yourself, in improving your self-worth, right? If you set a goal that's way too easy, you're going to be like, no big deal. If you set a goal that's way too difficult, likely you're not going to achieve it the way you want to, and then you're going to feel frustrated and discouraged. So make this goal moderately challenging. If you're saying, I want to do push-ups I want to do 25 push-ups for 7 days a week, every day of the week, I'm going to say that's a little bit too difficult. I don't like to set goals for 7 days a week. Give yourself a cushion. Maybe say 5 days out of the week. Maybe say 4 to 5 days out of the week. I'm going to do 25 push-ups or take a walk or meditate or put something good into my body. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. Start by adding beautiful and lovely and wonderful things into your life when you are focusing on improving your wellness, improving your health, which will, I promise you, help you improve your self-worth. Look better, feel better, look better. It's a cycle. It all goes hand in hand. Align this plan. Take action on it. right? Set it up so that you are doing it today. Or, all right, I'll give you tomorrow. Don't wait for Monday. Do it tomorrow. Make it something that you can do that's sustainable, that really fits in with who you are, what your values are, your mission, and your vision. We talk about that all the time on this podcast, and it's important to know what they are. When you know yourself, you can feel better. You can improve your self-worth. You can ask for the things that you need. You can nurture the relationships that nurture your soul and set boundaries to spend less time in the relationships that are not healthy for you. Take action is step number 4 in improving your self-worth. And the last step is celebrate. So we start with celebrating, we end with celebrating some more. Celebrate your little wins. Make yourself a star chart. Give yourself a star for doing something day by day. Take it step by step. Look at the smaller chunks of time that add up to a lifetime, add up to that week. Take it day by day. Give yourself a pat on the back. Tell people that you are doing this. They'll hold you accountable. The other night I was telling my family that I am going to balance myself. I'm not going to be snacking right before bedtime because I'm a snacker. Snacks and naps. I love snacking. And I would love a little bit more balance and to be a little bit more intentional of giving myself time to unwind. When we eat too close to bedtime, it can, disrupt our digestive system, not help us sleep. For me, I love snacking. I'll never stop snacking, but I can set a boundary of time. I can say after this time, I'm not going to snack. Well, my son laughed and said, I'll give it 3 days, Mom. And I was like, game on, bro. So talk about it. Talk about your goals. Talk about your plans. People will help you, whether it's by challenging you to do it. And also, if you say, hey, I need your help in this. But if you don't know yourself and you don't know what helps you and how to ask for help, then it's tough to do that, right? So in this, you are recognizing the importance of knowing yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself enough to follow through with this plan of improving your self-worth. You will feel better about yourself, I promise, if you stick to this little formula. Celebrate, express gratitude, create a plan, take action on that plan, aligning your energy, your actions with your values, with your mission, with your vision. And of course, celebrate some more. Now, I know that I keep saying, know yourself, love yourself, respect yourself. If you're struggling with that, we have tools that can help you here at Visionistas. We have a whole vault of podcast episodes. Go back and look through some of these because we talk about a lot of different strategies, tips, tools, strategies to improve your love, your relationships with yourself, your relationships with others. We have programs. We have the Self-Love 101 program. Oh, I love that so much. And that is a program. It's a self-directed course that helps you know yourself. So if you already know yourself at 9 or 10 out of 10, awesome. You can get started right away on this. If you need a little more help, if you are looking for, what does she mean by that? What do I mean? How do I know myself? How do I know what I need? How do I know what my body is telling me? How do I get through this mind and figure out how to calm it, settle it? What are my beliefs? What are my values? How do I know what my soul means to me? My heart, my emotions, my spirit. Check it out. Check out the Self-Love 101 program. I will link it in the show notes. You can find it right on my website, drliz.com. And you can do this program that will help you learn more about yourself and help you improve your self-worth. There's videos, there's journal prompts, there's homework. So if you love learning and you love growing, this program is for you. And you get to take a little assessment at the beginning, and then you get to take an assessment at the end to truly measure your results. This program, we designed it to improve your confidence, decrease your stress, improve your self-worth, and increase your joy and life satisfaction. So check that out, the Self-Love 101 program, and celebrate yourself. Let me know how you do on this little challenge of celebrate, gratitude, creating a plan, taking action on your plan, and celebrating some more. I love to celebrate with you. DM me. You can find me on Instagram at Dr. Liz, and you can email me too. Get on the email list. On the website, you'll see where you can do that. And I would love, love, love to hear from you about how you are doing in improving your self-worth. How are you doing in your healthy relationships, being your best friend, making sure that you are nurturing yourself, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. Thank you for tuning into this episode. I hope you are enjoying fall as much as I am. If you are in the Northeast, in the Northern Hemisphere, if not, you're enjoying spring, another one of my favorite seasons. And please share this episode. I would love, love, love for you to share this with someone that you love. And again, let me know how you're doing. I cannot wait to connect with you next time. Take care. Thank you for connecting on this episode of the podcast, Empowered by Design. For further connection, subscribe to my email list at drliz.com to be sure that you are in the loop for exciting news, events, and resources. You can also follow me on social media at Dr. Liz and at Visionistas by Design. I invite you to subscribe to this podcast and send this episode to one of your people in order to share the love, spread the power. This podcast is designed to inspire, educate, and empower you to pursue your dreams with intentional vision. This podcast is not meant to be a substitute for psychological treatment or a working relationship with a licensed mental health professional. For more information on connecting with mental health resources in your area, visit drliz.com and click on resources. Thank you again for connecting. And remember, trust the heart, work your vision, dream, design, deliver.